Have you been to this store? AMP, great place. They sell these t-shirts. Actually, I'm lying. I made this t-shirt as my graphic, but Autonomy, Mastery, and Purpose comes straight out of Drive by Dan Pink, which is the password, Drive, all lowercase. And nowhere in his book, I have the electronic version, so I can say this with confidence because I searched for AMP. Nowhere in his book is that acronym coined, which is a shame because it makes so much sense. Because autonomy, mastery, and purpose are human needs. Let me get out of this. What I'm trying to get back to is right here. And the definition, let me zoom in. Autonomy, the desire to direct our own lives. Wouldn't you agree that every human wants to have a degree of autonomy? And every human includes students. And then when given a measure of autonomy, they will naturally work towards mastery, the urge to make progress and get better at something that matters. Now, why does your subject matter matter? Because you've tied it to the game lore. You've made it part of the experience. You've made it real. And then the purpose, the yearning to do what we do in the service of something larger than ourselves. Purpose is the most important thing. For more kids, if you ask, well, what's the purpose? Well, to get better, to get into a good school, to get a good grade. These purposes all have to do with the individual, with yourself. They're tiny purposes, important, vitally important, but they have nothing to do with being part of, being in the service of something larger than ourselves. And I told you in the Mac Lab, it's, school sucks, let's fix it, let's prove that high school students do have the integrity and the ability to self-assess to a certain degree, to self-pace to a certain degree, within the context of the learning environment, and with a level of autonomy, they will work towards mastery. And our purpose is, and that was kind of nice that P got highlighted, because purpose with a capital P is to prove that there's another way school can work. And that's why AMP is so vitally important to my classroom culture and the lore of our game. That students are given this choice. And through the universal UDL, Universal Design for Learning, you can extend a level of autonomy in how students demonstrate mastery. This is a key element that if I don't stop now, I will continue to ramble about, because I firmly believe that this is incredibly important and essential to the success of what it is you're trying to achieve. You need to come up with a purpose larger than one individual that they can all latch onto. And again, it's not going to be universal. You're going to have that grumbly kid who I was in high school, who would have been the PETA in the room, and as an acronym, PETA, not in the catching fire sense, but you get where I'm going. Autonomy, mastery, purpose, vitally important.